The natural traits of the Kuwaiti people enabled them to be skillful in manufacturing sailboats and to advance in commercial activities. In the past, Kuwaiti merchants dealt with different civilizations, exchanged goods with them, learned the art of commerce, with which they earned not only livelihood, but also gained skills and experience. A great historical event and a turning point that shifted the life of the nation to prosperity and welfare and announced the beginning of a new era was the export of the first Kuwaiti oil shipment in 1946. At that time, revenues were strong compared to general expenditure, and as a result, there was a great surplus. The late Sheikh Ahmed al-Jabr al-Sabah provided his wisdom and guidance to the ministry's financial department to employ the financial surpluses. In 1953, Sheikh Abdullah Salim al-Sabah established the Kuwait Investment Council, which was shifted after the independence of Kuwait to London as the Kuwait Investment Office. This has since expanded to Europe, Asia, and the United States. A new law, number 1, was established in 1960 for organizing the financial affairs and establishing national reserves. The law detailed the steps on how to finance the reserves and invest the surplus. In 1976, Sheikh Jabr Ahmed al-Sabah organized the investments of the country and formulated Law Number 106, establishing the reserves for future generations and invest the reserves in safe international investment funds, direct investments, and projects with high returns. Direct investments and projects with high returns. During this period, markets were active and modern commercial transactions of the private sector flourished. Individual companies with strong commercial brands and financial services companies appeared, in addition to the establishment of the Kuwaiti banks. The huge amounts of cash and the quality investment opportunities were great incentives for the Kuwaiti investors after independence to start establishing Kuwaiti investment companies in continuation with the Kuwaitis' profound affinity for commerce and investment. Companies set the basis for modern organization of investment activities in the country and commenced successful development projects in Kuwait and abroad. The Public Investment Authority was established in 1982 to manage the growing volume of governmental assets and the monies allocated for investment. It also satisfied the need for a new organization that enhances the structure of the investment base in the state of Kuwait and to manage all the investments, general reserves accounts, account of future generations, and other monies entrusted to it. Today, Kuwait investments abroad are considered as one of the most important alternative sources of income, next to the oil industry, assuring the success of financial activities and visible investments abroad. The international success stories put Kuwait among the advanced countries in managing financial investments and planning for its future. The private investment sector in Kuwait witnessed considerable development and expansion during the past 15 years. The establishment of investment companies opened new investment channels for both investors and the private sectors, and thus provided a strong stimulus and impetus for the national economy. Within the framework of growing investment activity in a stable and flourishing economic atmosphere witnessed in Kuwait, the number of listed and unlisted investment companies in Kuwait's stock exchange reached 79 companies with a total capital of about 3 billion Kuwaiti dinars. Kuwaiti investment companies accumulated high level of professional experience and specialized technical skills in dealing with the mechanism of market. They achieved rewarding profits depending on their operating efficiency, organizational structures, process and efficiency, and ability to utilize capital, and availing promising opportunities in the developed and emerging markets. Investment companies offered several products and services options, including investing in capital markets by issuing and dealing in securities, managing credits, establishing and managing investment funds and financial portfolios, commercial financing services, investment in private assets, direct investment in capital and real estate projects, and innovative economic activities. Kuwaiti investment companies provide distinguished financial services in the fields of providing credit facilities and loans for companies and individuals, financing purchases of consumer goods and basic needs, providing consultancy services to the establishment and underwriting of companies, listing in stock exchanges, restructuring and mergers and acquisition activities. They also prepare and provide specialized studies and research related to the investment analysis of companies based on sound academic disciplines. Companies operating pursuant to the provisions of the Islamic Sharia are unique in providing all types of Islamic financial investments and commercial services with the highest levels of quality, professionalism, safety, and security. Kuwaiti investment companies play a vital role in supporting the productive base of the Kuwaiti economy and facilitating the process of the private sector participation in the comprehensive development of all types of economic activities. Some Kuwaiti investment companies are listed in other Gulf stock exchanges and enjoy good transaction volumes. This provides for enlarging the investors' base, diversifying their geographical distribution, and binding their mutual investment interests. The resulting enhancement of the rating and organizational position of investment companies makes active Gulf markets a base for Kuwaiti companies to set out and obtain feasible projects that support the advanced role of Kuwaiti companies in the investment and financial service industry. The great trust placed by the Central Bank of Kuwait in Kuwaiti investment companies and its continuous acknowledgement of their financial and administrative performance gives a clear proof of the status they reached due to their capable performance in achieving their purposes and objectives. Kuwaiti investment companies gain trust in dealing with major banks and other investment companies through the genuine values they established in their dealings, following precise procedures in managing monies, diversifying investments, measuring and managing risks, and by their ability to deploy investment methodology that embodies the depth of strategic vision of our investment companies.